I know what a lot of you are probably thinking right now. Really? You go from Avenged Sevenfold to this? Yes, really. I am doing this. Not only do I have range in what I listen to, I originally started making music content specifically so I could have an outlet to talk about stuff like this. Don't like it? Well, too bad. It's my YouTube channel and I'll talk about the groups I want to talk about. Anyways, my first venture into reviewing K-pop albums is going to be a mirror of what I did for Avenged Sevenfold and is probably what I'm going to be doing from this point on. Just going on a binge through one group's entire studio discography. The group in my crosshairs for the next few weeks? SHINee! Let's get straight into their first album, Amigo. Yeah, I know this isn't technically their first album, but I'll circle back to some of the extra stuff later. Hey yo, this goes really hard. Hopefully a good tone setter for the rest of the album. Not knowing the language is going to handicap this review like crazy, isn't it? Honestly, got a tad boring toward the end. It just might be one that has to grow on you to be appreciated. You know, this song was relatively average until the key change at the end. You guys should know by now that I absolutely love that kind of shit. Turns out their debut single was putting their best foot forward, at least so far. This is one hell of a way to announce yourselves onto the scene. One of the better K-pop ballads I've heard. That's out of a small sample size though, I'll admit that. I didn't really vibe with this one. Vocal delivery just kind of sounded off to me. Just average. Had to slap myself awake once or twice, which I can't say is a great thing. Very reminiscent of an NSYNC song, and I like that. But seriously, can we get some more energy back into this, please? Seems fitting that my pleas for a little more energy is immediately met with a fucking piano ballad. But in all seriousness, piano with electronic bass and drum machines? No thanks. This one struck me as Replay Part 2 because of the way the chorus is delivered. While it's not as good as Replay, it's still perfectly fine. This one strikes me as a quintessential slow song at prom, and that's personally not my cup of tea. The key change at the end, though, exquisite stuff. We're back to the major NSYNC energy this time, but I'm not into it as much as I was last time. Mainly because I'm still missing that energy I asked for a while back. Yay, more slow song at prom stuff, but with 100% less movement. Just when I thought this couldn't get much slower, here it goes, getting slower. Now this is more like it. Sounds like club music, which really isn't normally something that I like, but after everything I just had to sit through, it's a breath of fresh air that I desperately needed. Okay, time out. I know I skipped the original release of both the first album and the first mini album, so let me go back and get anything that I missed. Man, listening to this right after finishing the main album is like night and day with how different this sounds from the bulk of the stuff I just sat through. More of this, please. Wait, that was it? Dang, I guess it was a good idea to just go with the repackage then. Well, anyway, that was Amigo. Overall, I thought the album was decent, even if it did get a little too slow in places. If I had to score it, I would give it a 6.5 out of 10. That's it for this week. I'll be back next week to review their next album repackage. To keep up with me and my projects, subscribe to the channel and check my link tree in the description. Goodbye for now.